Yo, what is going on, guys? It's your boy Nas We Trust here. So today I wanted to go ahead and talk about the recent leak that hit the web regarding the 3 new subclasses that we're going to be getting for Destiny with the new Taken King expansion. I wanted to go ahead and release my thoughts video before E3 started, which I think is in like a week or something like that. So I wanted to get this out and kind of give my thoughts and opinions on what I'd like to see coming forward with these subclasses and what I hope they bring to the table for as far as like diversity goes to the game, and also some of the things the current standings for like some of the classes, what they do well, what they don't do well. After logging in over 1,700 hours of gameplay on the game, I like to think I know what I'm talking about. At least I'd hope so. So let's just start off with the Titan here, since you're watching some Titan gameplay in the background. The Titan is just, if there's one word that I would use to describe this class, I would use sleeper. This class is just sleeper fucking OP. Not literally overpowered, but it's very, very strong. I didn't really understand that or grasp that until I really spent time with the character. I think the first person to do that was Syphax. He kind of just started using Titan, and he really started seeing the strength of weapons of light bubbles and what they can do for a squad when you have coordination and some sort of communication. The things that Defender Titan can do for your team are actually insane. They're literally insane, and can single-handedly turn the tide of the match if used correctly. When people talk about the grenades in this game, we talk about Arc Bolt, Fire Bolt, Axion Bolt. Some of these grenades that don't really require the most skill to be very effective. I'm just going to put it that way. You can just throw them in the general vicinity of people, and they just track your target for you and do you just have to shoot them a couple times afterward and kill them. When we talk about some of those grenades, you notice that you don't really bring up any of the Titan grenades, especially not the Defender grenades. Yeah, some people, the lightning grenade is actually very strong, and it is, it's kind of situational, but it's also like a trip mine grenade that blows up multiple times. It's pretty insane if you think about it in that way. But when you look at some of the other grenades, let's talk about the Defender Titan. You don't ever hear people talk about the Suppressor grenade. The suppression grenade is actually insane as far as team play and what it brings to a squad. Rendering your opponent unable to use their mobility options such as blink, their grenades like we already talked about, and their super ability for a set amount of time is actually insane for not only winning 1v1 gunfights, but just applying pressure across the map or relieving pressure after tagging somebody with this grenade in a 6v6 setting. You talk about the Flashbang grenade for the Striker Titan, another one that's really undervalued. I personally have been playing nothing but Titan recently. I've been having the most fun playing with this class, and I have rarely been using Lightning Grenade, although that's pretty much, from what I've seen, the general grenade that I see people decide, which is fine because the grenade is very good, like I said. But it's just the fact that I don't ever get suppressed with if I had a cookie for every time that I got hit with a suppression grenade in Destiny, I'd probably have like 2 cookies or something throughout the 1,700 hours that I've logged on this game. So people just don't really value it, I don't think, enough, and what it can really bring to a team. So with that being said, the Titan is exceptional at team play. Not as great for solo play, but it's kind of is what it is. Some things that I'd like to see with the new subclass is some sort of ranged option, some kind of ranged mechanic for the Titan to be able to utilize. Because if you look at some of the other classes, let's look at the Hunter. He has Blade Dancer, really up close and personal, in your face sort of deal. You have the Gunslinger, where you have the option to completely change playstyles and sit across the map at a safe distance and pick people off with a gold gun. You talk about the Warlock. Let's talk, Voidwalker has the option to be a really up close and personal sort of playstyle with blink and walking around and blowing people up with Nova Bomb, or you can pop your Sunsinger and stay across the map and just chuck grenades, tagging people with these ridiculous firebolts. So they have ranged options. With the Titan, you're pretty limited as far as that goes because of the Defender and the Striker. I'd really like to see some sort of ranged option come forward for the Titan and add this new mechanic to get to the gameplay. I don't know if we're going to be getting that. Apparently, the Titans super is going to be the flaming, some sort of have something to do with some sort of flaming hammer. You know, you think hammer, you think having to be up close and personal to people. But we'll see. You know, we never know. Like I said, I guess we'll have to wait till until E3 to see. But that's what I'd really like to see from the class. Add some new mechanic to the class. Now let's talk about the Hunter. The Hunter, let's keep it real here, is absolute butt cheeks in PvE. Yeah, you can say, oh, well, it's the best medic class in the game. You know, you can go invisible and revive your teammates. I understand that, and that's, you know, it's cool, it's fine, whatever. But in general, the class, if I had to use a word to describe it, would be selfish. The Hunter brings absolutely nothing to the table for a team, and it's pretty much just a class that you want to run around, slay stuff, get your super ability as fast as possible, and then go around and get more kills for yourself. Yes, you can say getting kills does help your team, blah 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 blah. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about indirect, you know, things like tagging people with a suppression grenade, blinding them with a flashbang grenade, that sort of thing. Putting up a bubble that increases the damage for your whole team. The Hunter doesn't do that. It's pretty much just a selfish, like, I'm gonna play for myself, I'm gonna kill horror sort of class, and that's the way the class is supposed to be played, and it's the most effective way for that class to be played. You can't really play a support Hunter; it just doesn't work. So I'd really like to see with this new Gravity Bow Void Super, some people are saying that it's going to have something to do with a trapper or something like that. You know, I'd really like to see some sort of way for it to put pressure on the map for your team, you know, whether it be just something besides just outright killing somebody. You know, if the Gravity Bow could, like, tag people and slow them or that sort of thing, that would be pretty cool. So I want to see something, you know, regarding like team play or something that just enhances the overall PvE experience for the Hunter. That would be my ideal situation for that. And then lastly, let's talk about the Warlock. With the Warlock in particular, I think that this class is it has my vote for the best class, overall class in Destiny, for both solo play, party play, PvE, and PvP. It's just, you know, gold star across the board. It's very effective in everything that it does. With the new super that it's supposed to be getting, it's supposed to have something to do with electrical storm. It sounds awesome. You know, if it's anything remotely close to being like a Sith in Star Wars, would be like a dream come true. I'm actually like I'm a super big Star Wars fanboy, for those of you guys that didn't know, and that would be awesome. As far as what I'd like to see from the class itself, it's kind of hard to say because you already have such diverse play styles that you can play with the Warlock. You can play very defensive with the Sunsinger. You can play very aggressive with Voidwalker. You can play aggressive with Sunsinger. You know, it's just already has such diversity in the play styles that it's kind of hard to really pinpoint, you know, something that I think it's weak, because I think it's so great in all aspects of the game. So with that being said, guys, let me know what you guys think. Let me know what, you know, you guys would like to see out of these classes. You know, if you agree with my opinion, then cool. You know, but other than that, guys, I'll catch you later. Peace.